যত আগাইতেছে অত ইন্টারেস্টিং হচ্ছে। আমাদের এখানে আসবে।
Heading down to the middle now for the toss.
It is a fine morning and an amazing match we have here between Kumilla and Khulna, and we can see that Khulna has won the toss and chosen to bat first. The first ball is already bowled, and we have had a very amazing partnership by these two batsmen in this tournament, haven't we? We have, and Butler has impressed me more. He has batted twice in this position and he has scored 250. That is a very, very good piece of statistics. Do you think Butler will be able to perform the same way in this match? Let's see. Mitchell Starc has also been a very interesting seamer. I mean, in a tournament that has, been only impressed by spinners, only some seamers have made their name, and Starc is definitely one of them. Starc is, but that super over bowled in the previous match was a letdown, to be honest. But just now we have had edge by Joss Butler, and Starc bowls another ball. And this one was, yes, it is going to be out. Joss Butler is out. Starc has gotten his very first breakthrough, and guess who it is? He was looking dangerous, wasn't he? He was, and that is exactly what I was talking about. One over does not, determine the class of a player, and Starc has shown just that.
Smith is the new batter at the non-strikers.
If I were in charge of Kumilla, I will be very confused whether or not I can retain Starc, because there are two more bowlers who perform regularly. Irvin Lewis still has the same hit in his bat, and he's showing it. How do you think Stephen Smith has performed this tournament? From first half of the tournament, Stephen Smith was really superb. Irvin Lewis seems to be in very fine form. He has brought 8 runs in the tournament, 8 runs in this match, and with the overall score being 9. And this is the star bowler for Kumilla Conquerors. He has to strike like he always has, and here we go. Nice. He is the kind of bowler who does not give much room to the batsman. He does not let a batsman breathe, and sooner or later he's going to get your wicket. I think the seamers that impressed me in this tournament are Is that a 4 or a 6? That a 4. That is a 4, but Irvin Lewis seems to be in very fine form. He has to. If Lewis gets the start, he'll make big. He's looking very confident at this moment. Kumilla's bowling very nice. That is, they have to have at least 110 on the board to make a defendable total. and Erwin Lewis has a huge part to play in that.
If Kumilla wins this one, Kumilla and Khulna will have the same points. They will both have 6 points on the board.
And with quite a number of matches remaining, I think it is, the fourth position is still very much up for grabs.
What a nice ball by Ngidi.
Will this be his very first wicket? The umpire doesn't think so, but will we have a review? I don't think it deserves a review. I think it was missing. It was missing the leg stump.
Strategical change in Kumilla. Saim Kadir is leading Kumilla now.
Okay, so I think it'll be interesting to watch, Saim Kadir. That's definitely a wicket. And Ngidi gets the breakthrough. Ngidi has
denied him a wicket.
This player has always gotten a wicket in his very first over, and that has been the key for Kumilla. Erwin Lewis goes for 13 runs, and
Lewis and Butler both are in the pavilion.
Is the new man at the
Maxwell is here.
Maxwell has a very good.
In the earlier chat that we have had with the captain Shertaj Kadir, this player is one of the players who will be retained, and rumors have it Shertaj Kadir is already in discussions with Glenn Maxwell for the next tournament. Stephen Smith and Glenn Maxwell, an Australian partnership. Can we have one with an Australian bowler?
I think Maxwell, there's a lot on Maxwell because Maxwell is performing really well. The last 2 matches Maxwell blasted off the bowling team.
Both the bowlers have been keeping it very tight. They have not let.
This is the best bowling I have seen Stark bowl.
This very well might be. Is this a 6? That's a very good shot. That's a very beautiful shot by Stephen Smith. And that's the thing about these players. You will never know how and when they will strike. And that is what makes them, very dangerous if you let them stay in the pavilion for a very long time.
What about the fielding set by Saim Kadir, the new captain appointed for Kumilla?
I think it's a very good field, and this field has already been fruitful for Saim Kadir. They have got 2 prize wickets, one of Erwin Lewis and another of Jos Buttler.
Stark comes back strong.
That's the final over for Mitchell Stark, and with Mitchell Stark out of the way, I think these players will definitely.
We will see a change in the final over because if I'm not wrong, Stark always bowls the last over
for
Kumilla.
Frustration will be growing for that.
If Ngidi comes back now, and he does. If Ngidi gets another wicket here, that'll be good for Kumilla. But then they will have to bowl 6 more overs without bowlers like Ngidi and Stark, and that could be the game changer for Khulna.
There's still Archer, who bowls really nice.
We need some runs. We need to see some runs in this match here because
the spinner hasn't been introduced yet in this innings.
Just 5 runs given away, and he has already gotten a wicket.
What a ball! What a ball! Maxwell leaves it.
Saim Kadir just given. Archer is indeed very economical, and that has been the key. With spinners being the highlight of this tournament, the pacers that have done well are all from Kumilla. Isn't that interesting? So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that the seam coach of Kumilla Victorian will be very proud that bowlers like Archer, Stark, and Ngidi is putting up such a good show.
That is why I want to get Saim Kadir's input because he has been different from every other team. So if he can join us in the next match, I have very good questions for Saim Kadir.
And with 3 bowlers performing like that, it puts a very difficult situation for Saim about who he going to retain, because this is the very first tournament that they are.
What a ball! What a figure by Ngidi. He has
just And that figure is ruined by Steven Smith.
Bring rain.
And that's a 6.
That's the 6.
You know, if any batsman can do something like this with Ngidi, I think it has to be Steven Smith. And Jofra Archer is here. Can you see that best figure? 3 wickets for 0 runs. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. And most of his wickets are bold wickets, and they look very good when they.
I think they're 10 run shorts. Khulna is 10 run short to make a 100 mark total.
Partnership is kicking on, and they're now starting.
Yes, Maxwell still has to. I was talking about. You see, Maxwell has not been in the game, and he was struggling. And Jofra Archer has his wicket.
I think the sending Maxwell up the order before Shehzad was a bad call. Shehzad, I know he has having a bad tournament, but he needed to bat the batsman, and that average shows you so.
It is now up to Shehzad and Steven Smith.
That's exactly how
And that's the boundary.
that shot.
They need more boundaries.
Plays it nicely along the ground.
All 3 of the pacers, Stark, Archer and Ngidi, are among the wickets. Can Archer bring another wicket? A very important one. He can't. Smith sends it
That's a
back
perfect
where it
example
came
of how to
from.
play that shot.
A straight boundary. Lovely straight drive. What a cover drive. Smith shows his class with this cover
That
drive.
gets to the boundary.
Exactly, he seems to be in
4
very
runs.
fine form.
Going with spin now.
Adil Rashid is here. He also has a very good best figure. Let's see how he does against Shehzad Qadir.
I think Saim Qadir captaincy has changed a lot in this Kumillas team, because this team looks very different. This team's bowling attack looks very different.
Can Shehzad Qadir,
Perfect technique. and
will that
placement.
be a boundary for Shehzad? No, not yet. But Shehzad Qadir has definitely got to support
Very
Steven
nice
Smith.
throw back there.
And is that a wicket? Is that a wicket of Steven Smith?
If it's so,
I think it is. I think it is. Yes, gone. Steven
Can't
Smith
make
is
it
gone.
back against some great work
No,
in
No,
the
that's
field.
Shehzad Qadir.
and
He has had a horrible tournament.
that's very
New batsman.
sad to
will be
see,
down
because
at the
he is a
non-stop
classy
zone.
batsman, and we would
And-
love to see him bat more and bat.
But that was so hasty. I think the pressure of not having enough runs
And the captain
got to
showing-
him. Is that another
And takes
wicket?
a very
Oh
good
God,
catch.
Ben Stokes is gone.
Is showing his
Or
class.
was it Steven Smith?
That was Steven Smith.
That is
A big wicket.
a
He was
huge
looking
wicket.
good, and he deserved his 50. Kieran Pollard has brought into this team with big expectations, and he now has 4 overs left. He needs to go big.
But that is just tragic for Khulna. I think it'll be very difficult for the
He's played that
two
nicely.
batsmen,
Gets
two
two.
new batsmen to settle.
Was that a 2-run for you?
That was never a 2-run, but I think the pressure of not having enough runs on the board got to them. And that's another wicket. They are collapsing. Khulna is not.
This is an important wicket.
Adil
and
Rashid.
out cheaply.
Is another spinner.
You know, I think Virat Kohli also would be happy with Saim Qadir being the new captain. I mean, he has definitely impressed.
And with less burden, he can bat freely. I think Saim Qadir's captaincy has...
So with Andrew Russell walking to the pavilion, we can very well brace ourselves for a West Indian partnership. But Pollard left, so Ben Stokes, so I'm mistaken.
Someone's going to need to turn this
They're
around.
very
Things looking really bad
short
now.
on runs.
We have always seen Ben Stokes and Andre Russell, contributing to the Khulna team with their bowling. But today is
Archer
the time.
will bowl out with this ball, with this over.
Is that a six? Is that a six by Andre Russell? And that is a huge shot by Andre Russell.
And it's the 4, I think. It just dropped short. It dropped short.
It dropped short. It's a 4-run, but that is a very good beginning for Andre Russell, and that is the attitude that Khulna needs right now. And I think that's a wicket. It looks very close. It looks very close.
So.
They should definitely go up for a review.
Will Saim Kadir review it?
He will. I think it's very important they do. And they didn't. I think it was very close. I believe it was very close. Andre Russell gets himself alive. Let's see what he does with it.
Russell looks to have that intent. He looks to hit the every ball.
What went wrong for Khulna? It just...
I think the last 2 matches, Maxwell was down. Maxwell was
playing down the order,
and Shertaj played a few balls more. So Maxwell just could play his own game. Just could hit and boundaries, and he could just bat more freely. But when he was sent up the order, he needed to bat more sensibly, and that was a wrong call.
That is, I think that is very true. I think some players can deal with pressure and some cannot. Let's see how Andre Russell deals with it now with Jofra Archer, and that is right at the money from Jofra Archer. The umpire doesn't think so, but again, I think Saim Kadir has to go up for a review this time.
He has to.
Jofra Archer seems to be convincing Saim Kadir, but no, Saim Kadir doesn't think so.
Abdul Rashid. He has bowled 1 over, 2 wickets for 5 runs.
I don't think had a better spell than this one in this tournament. This is all Adil Rashid.
And in middle overs, Kumilla was looking for a bowler who could take wickets and put the pressure.
And Adil Rashid is doing just that. He just took Ben Stokes out of the game. Khulna is out of the game already.
Khulna is collapsing. Dawood Malan.
I don't think there is much left from Khulna. It is almost
Can
over.
Andre Russell carry Khulna? What total should Khulna give?
David Malan is a very, aggressive batsman, and we need to see some shots played by him. If the run has, we need at least 90 runs to defend.
With Virat Kohli on the other team. Kumilla thinks that if they could restrict Khulna for 80 runs, they could win it.
That's an amazing figure by Adil Rashid, and these kind of figures, they win you matches. Although Andre Russell doesn't think so, and he hit Adil with a 4. Now with just 2 overs remaining, Shakib Al Hasan is the next bowler.
May I remind you, he hasn't been picked by Kumilla in the last matches.
Look at the fielding set by Saim Kadir. It's really difficult for Khulna to get even a single run out. They have to go big if they want runs.
I am really impressed with Saim Kadir's captaincy. And if bowlers can bowl to Saim's command, Saim's instructions, they will get wickets, and that's what we have seen.
That's a very good shot by Andre Russell, and it looks to be heading for a 4. He has already acquired 15 runs from 9 balls. Saim doesn't seem very impressed.
Because it was pitched offside, and Saim Kadir has set the field for the leg side.
That's right at the front for a 6. That is a 6 of 62 meters. Right at the front. Saim needs to be making some adjustments. and Shakib Al Hasan has not been able to restrict Andre Russell.
You can't bowl off.
And that's another 4. That's another 4 for Andre Russell.
You can't pitch.
That's exactly what Khulna needed. Andre Russell is giving.
You can't pitch the ball offside to Russell. He will smack you. Shakib struggling.
That's another boundary for Andre Russell. He seems to be in very fine form.
That was what I.
Khulna needs another over like this, and they might as well be defending a total of 100. But now I don't know.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty
Mahmudullah
tweak.
Riyad.
Shakib has had a very horrible
This
tournament.
was the man who took Shakib's place in this team.
And that's the wicket. That's the wicket for Mahmudullah Riyad.
And I think Mahmudullah Riyad has impressed me more than Shakib Al
And
Hasan.
they've delivered.
And that was what I was talking about.
Lyon, the new
If you
batsman,
can bowl
has a big
to
task
Saim
ahead
Qadir's
of him to
instruction,
steady this innings.
he has set this field and you will get wickets. You can't bowl off. You can't bowl off.
And looks like Nathan Leon won some of the
Races to the boundary.
tie, and he has hit a 4, and that brings the run to 90, which now looks good compared to what they started with. Is that another 4? But that brings Andre Russell on strike, the in-form batsman.
They take
Can
a
we
single.
get more big shots from this West Indian? Mahmudullah Riyad to Andre Russell.
Look at the field.
This is just beautiful from Kumilla, and with just 2 balls remaining, Andre Russell is struggling to bring runs on the board. And that's a 4. That's a 4 by Andre Russell.
Put a lot
That's
on
a
that
much needed
one.
4.
One bounce
Much
and
needed
it goes
for.
for 4.
They need another boundary to post the total near 100. And if I remember correct, Kumilla wanted.
And
8.
that is another 4 by Andre Russell. He delivers. You know, if any other player would have played half the game that Andre Russell has had, I think Khulna would have had a much better picture for this game. But
And they
that's
needed,
still
they
a-
needed it. If Smith could have stayed a little bit more, they would have had a 15 more.
So
runs.
that is a 100-run partnership indeed, with 99 put on the total. Saim Qadir and Alex Hales. Alex Hales had a very good
The left
knock
arm
in the
medium
last
bowler
match
is
with
coming
50
into the
runs
attack from the
to his
mountain
name.
road
But he had a very good innings in a number 4 position. I don't know, sending him up the order was the right
Saim
call.
Qadir has given this strike to
Alex Hill, the informed batsman.
The Conquerors get started with 1.
Do you think Khulna can
That's off the
defend it?
middle of the bat.
It will be very difficult, and I am afraid I don't think Khulna can, because very few times we have seen a total of 100 to be defended, and the bowling lineup of Khulna, I mean, if I was in Khulna's position right now, I would definitely be sweating, because it will be very difficult to defend a total like 100 with the bowlers that I have against players like Saim Qadir, Alex Hales, Chris Gale, Virat Kohli. It's just...
If so, I think Nathan Leon will be the bowler, and he is bowling the second over. He's bowling the second over, and we can expect wickets.
They have to keep it very tight. If we can get a few maidens now and then, that would be very good, because you can't let these batsmen breathe. As soon as they become confident, they are going to take you out of the equation.
Alex Hill looks confident already.
I think Saim Qadir is assessing
Ends
the
that over.
pace of the ball right now, and he's waiting to strike.
Coming into the attack.
Nathan Leon, this is the game changer for Khulna. He has been the game changer for Khulna.
The fielding set by Stephen Smith.
Nice shot.
And
Russell
he
is impressive, and Alex Hill shows
no remorse. He has gone for a boundary. 10 runs on the board for Kumilla.
Alex
That's
Hill.
another 4. Alex Hales is looking to playing.
This Englishman has found his form and he is now dealing with boundaries.
But they still have to go long in this tournament, and I think, you know, the problem with Nathan Leon is as soon as you think you can play him, he will get you. Just like that, I said, you know, this bowler will attack you when you least expect it. And that was a very good ball. I think Stephen Smith should go for a review.
He won't. But he won't. If Khulna can take the wicket of Stephen Smith, of Virat Kohli and Saim Kadir, I think they have a shot, because from the previous match, apart from one match,
that is a very good over by Nathan Leon, and we have Faim Azad joining us in the commentary stand.
This Kumilla lineup has Ben Stokes, who have been a brilliant bowler in this tournament. Sorry for Khulna. I think so. I just forgot.
Saim Kadir has played 5 balls and scored 1 run. I think the captaincy has added pressure, but I think he will overcome it.
So as I was saying, Ben Stokes has been the true find in this tournament, as well as Alex Hills. This Englishman has found his form late in the tournament, but I think so he will be a great addition for this. That is a very good ball, but it has gone for leg 4 byes.
That boundary doesn't do justice to that ball. It could have easily gotten an edge.
Alex Hills has just hit a 4.
Oh my God!
No, it was not a no ball. But it seems that Ben Stokes has just lost his rhythm.
Alex Hills is supporting Saim Kadir, who is on the other hand.
Alex Hills has just took the pressure out of Saim Kadir. He is hitting 4s just for fun, and this over is the most expensive over as I've seen, bowled by Ben Stokes. Saim Kadir is just rotating the strike and putting Alex Hills in the front seat to drive Kumilla for the win. Alex Hills is in a hurry. He has just done 30 runs from 13 balls, and he has hit another 4, and what a square cut.
This is the best I have seen Alex Hills bat, and I was wrong. Saim Kadir was right. It was the right call to send Alex Hills up the order.
I think he has done. He's out. Is he? No, he's not.
It's pitching outside.
Didn't get the wicket, but will have unnerved the
This
batsman.
season, the bowling by Maxwell has been terrible. He has always, I think so. This is the cheapest he is in the economical that he has been. If he can take the wicket of Alex Hills, I believe that he will be worth the ball.
Alex Hills sends it over the boundary. Now it just dropped short, and it's a boundary still.
Alex Hills is just hitting 4s and 4s. Saim Kadir has just done 2 runs from 6 balls.
He doesn't need to. He can just see Alex Hills strike the bowler from the other end. He's enjoying Alex Hills' bat.
I don't know where Alex Hills was, but he has just joined the party, and he may drive Kumilla to the top 4. Don't you agree?
Nice
Saim
catch.
Kadir
Good
has
reactions.
just fallen down. Yeah, I agree. The way he supported Alex was just by rotating the strike and being the spectator to see how he bats. Virat Kohli has also been a fine addition in this Kumilla Conquerors. He was the only man to always stand in front of the opposition
And in the leading run scorers, he has been second.
That speaks volumes about the type of batsman Virat Kohli
And he's
is.
off the mark.
Now he has done the same. It's 42 runs from 18 balls. Will we see a half century in this over? Yeah, we may very well. It's a 4.
Hills looks to see.
Alex Hills has maybe doing a 50 in his second consecutive innings. He has already done a 50 in the last innings. And Kumilla was unlucky, were really unlucky.
The Englishman has just scored has just scored 50 in just 20 balls.
Super batting.
I think so. If Alex Hills can be there, we may very well see the very first century.
I'm
in
very
this match.
impressed with Saim Kadir's captaincy. This looks to be a different team now.
The field has taken entirely
It's a 6.
out of contention here.
It's a 6.
So sailing over their heads.
Alex Hills is just all over the field.
The right
He's
arm
just
bowler
doing
is
runs for
coming
fun.
to the attack from the airport end.
This is the best I've seen Alex Hills bat. And this is a match that has no competition. You know, if you have a player like Alex Hales in the team, you do not quite need any more. I mean, this batsman alone can drive the team home. And
But Virat Kohli has, obviously a reputation to join the party, and he does that with a 4 to Andre Russell. He has played a huge knock for Khulna, and now he has bowled. He's obviously fatigued, and that is what Virat Kohli is taking advantage of by shooting back-to-back boundaries.
He's a clever, skillful batsman.
But let's talk a little bit about the knock of Alex Hales. 56 of just 21 balls. This batsman is definitely
Perfection.
getting some attention.
This batsman is worth retaining,
and most perhaps will be retained in the next BPL. But what we are seeing and what did Saim Kadir lack is Virat Kohli is also doing the runs. He's not just putting the pressure on Alex Hills. He is doing the runs as well as Alex Hills.
25 needed from 25 balls. And Virat Kohli departs.
Important wicket.
So that's a wicket for Andre Russell. Andre
Andre
Russell really performed well in this match, but Alex Hales seems to
be in a hurry to finish this match. He has shot another 4, and that brings his runs to 60. Are we looking at the highest total of a single player in this tournament? I do not want to jinx Alex Hales with the commentator's curse, but I can't help it. This Englishman is giving me goosebumps. And I do exactly it. Alex Hales is gone with 60 runs on the board. I apologize, Saim Kadir, but I couldn't help myself from encouraging and talking, highly of this Englishman. But this was a huge knock.
Just an over back, it was seeming that they were sailing like it was an easy breeze. But now it seems difficult to achieve the 17 runs from 20 balls. Because De Kock has been out of form, so does Gale. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't think Gale has been out of form. I think Gale bats like this. When he gets going, he will raise a storm. And he has already hit 5 sixes in one inning.
Along the ground.
Yeah, but what can we say about De Kock? He also has to stay there.
And there's Riyad and Shakib Al Hasan still to come.
I think so. It's now a little bit too late.
I think Gale will finish this in this over, because
as I say before, Gale has just been caught and he has just gone out for a golden duck.
Andre Russell has performed very well in this match. He batted when needed, he bowled when he needed. Khulna needs more player like Andre Russell.
Mahmood is off the mark.
Can Quinton de Kock finish the match for Khulna in this over? And he has. I don't think this will be a 4, but it'll be a very well deserved 3 runs, if not 2, and they get 2 runs, which is not bad. 10 more runs and this match is done and dusted.
I think so. If Kumilla would have put 15 to 20 runs more, I think so they would have won the match. But I think so it was too little on the board for the bowlers to defend.
I think Andre Russell deserves to be retained by Khulna, because while Stephen Smith and Glenn Maxwell provide you with just one option of batting, he provides you with both. He finishes his 2 overs for 2 wickets for just 19 runs.
We need 6 runs from 12 balls. And I think so this is gonna be the over where they finish it off. Riyadh has just rotated the strike to de Kock and he is in a hurry. Are we gonna see a 4 or a 6, a single boundary, and finish it off in style? And yes, it is.
Nice shot, that one.
It seems that it will be a boundary and the scores are level. Now they need 1 run from 10 balls.
Amir is bowling this ball and it's all over.
It's all over. Kumilla Conquerors has just won it, and maybe they are pushing forward into the table.
Kumilla won this under Saim Kadir's captaincy, and that's
all the cricket for now. Hope to have more for you soon. But for now,
Alex Hills is man of the match.
Myself, see you next time.